driving here. I'm in fifth right now, fifth gear. And it's like, yeah, I'll downshift to fourth, but the gear is just, I already talked about it. Just such a small, visual on the gear. Really what that is. And there's no way function I could change like a gear showing itself right here. It'd be nice to like show on the window panel, the window pane right here. And I'm driving, I can see the gear, but also the shift. And say right here, I'm neutral. It goes to reverse, but it's like, just say first, second, and actually it's not allowed. Vehicle speed is too high to shift and to R, reverse. Well, obviously, it's not just too high. I'm in drive, I'm first, second gear. I shouldn't switch it in reverse. It would, this was a real manual. It would just catapult, it would just shock the whole transmission, and it would just bring it to a stop. When I downshift to decrease speed, actually. So a lot of times I don't even use my brakes. Or I use my brakes and that, It was a real manual. A lot of times you downshift, even you take it out of gear, neutral, and you cruise. When you downshift, you'll hold the vehicle, and it slows it down, actually. It's a form of, decreasing the speed. A lot of people say, so you don't waste your brake pads. I see it like that, but it's part of the drive, actually. You downshift, and a lot of times you pick up power. You downshift, and you upshift to pick up power. So now I downshift, and I don't have to use a brake. I could, hit first, and it slows me down. I'm not using a brake, actually. So it's that, and I'm not really, exhausting the transmission, I believe. It's part of the drive. But it says, this is like what we call a semi-automatic. It's Tripatronic, it's called. But it's really, it's just all like, it's either digital, it's fabricated, it's generic, actually. And from my standpoint, like, when I bought this vehicle for like 3-4 years, I didn't use this feature. It was like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I gotta use these. Like, can I use these? It's like, fucking, go through the manual. Also, that manual just figured it out. So from my standpoint as a videographer, I was just so suppressed and like, unopen to like anything, that you could challenge yourself. I was reserved, withdrawn, A lot of times, even in conversation, you could tell I was trying to like, open up, actually communicate with people, but it's not fully who I was. And yeah, I joke around, goof around a lot of times, but even then, I wasn't even close to like having any confidence. And if you asked me, I probably would have said, yeah, I have confidence. I just, I think about stuff. I'm worried about stuff, which was, a lot of stuff that took a stronghold on my life. But this is, I had ideas, and it's like, I will put like, and people have this, there was this application, I couldn't find it, that displays everything right here. So you're driving, so you don't have to even look over here. That would be the most logical thing to do. And, it should be installed in the vehicle. Also, I already talked about, it's like, yeah, we should trade messages. And it should be an abusive system. And I think it should be recorded based on, just say someone is just a horrible driver. Let's say I don't put my turn signal and I switch lanes. Yeah, I guess, you should say it should be recorded. And that should get penalized. I don't believe in that. Because that's not going to, it's going to kind of deter you, but it shouldn't drive in fear. Like, this individual just use the turn signal. I just say, and I give him a thumbs up or like a like or something, and it gets recorded. So I just say this individual, most people do that, and they should get, say their insurance, well, it should decrease, even a small amount, even a percentage, and it should add up. This computer's like a calculator. Actually, AI should do that. Not that you should sit there like 23, like 20 something turn signals, so that eventually that's it's like I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it's like fucking terrifying how much work the guy would have to do. We're not talking about baskets and percentages here, right? But AI should be used for that, a computer, which pretty much they do, and it should decrease like your insurance payments. Because I just say this individual use the turn signal. Now and they're using it again. Because I'm watching you on the match. I wouldn't do that from New York. You don't like it. No, I'm kidding. But, it deters, from accidents. And, you see people using turn signals, so he's going to change lanes. So an accident is unlikely to happen. So that individual, should not pay like skyrocket insurance prices. even though maybe there was an accident, maybe, you know, that ticket, speeding ticket, you know, you know, it should be noted. And just say the individual does get like a certain kind of ticket, just say it's based on that or anything. Maybe it should be taken into account, actually, you know, from a logical perspective. Because a lot of people are really, you know, they actually take perspective on the road. Maybe they, you know, they get certain kind of fines or tickets, but it's not logical how they're getting treated. And we should use technology even on that basis, even in a court, even a municipal court ticket, let alone this, you know. I find that, you know, not just one car company has to stand ground. A lot of has to do that. It's like technology is not being used for our benefit. And I mean, technology is so wide open. This is very like this is like, I mean, like I would say the 80s. You know, it's like technology like went to a high degree, but it's still not being used to its high potency or magnitude. And it could be so beneficial. It really could.